afternoon. It's great to be at U of L for another wonderful announcement. President Schatzel, it seems like all of the good news is happening here at U of L these days. Last week, we were celebrating Officer Wilt's release and thanking the medical professionals at U of L Health. And it's great to be again back on U of L's downtown medical campus to talk about some more great news. We're here to celebrate and thank the young people and the many employers and supporters who've helped make 2023 another great year for our SummerWorks program. It's only August 1st, so our final numbers for the SummerWorks team are still not in, and our team is still gathering information about the total number of young people that have been hired by our champion employers. But we know a few things. And what we know is that nearly 2,200 young people registered on our SummerWorks website. 168 private sector employers posted open positions on the website and got over 1,800 applications from our SummerWorks participants. And 38 nonprofit and government agencies served as host sites for 255 young people to have opportunities to work this summer. We'll hear from some of the SummerWorks participants about their unique job experiences in a couple of moments. But before we do that, I just want to reiterate why it is so important that we're here today celebrating these summer jobs. A quality summer work experience can be life-changing to the trajectory of a young person's life. In 2019, a study commissioned by the Kentucky Center for Statistics confirmed that SummerWorks participants are more likely to graduate high school, go to college, and find employment beyond their peers. And one of the reasons SummerWorks is a national model for youth summer job programs is its engagement with community partners. For instance, earlier this summer, I visited the Finishing Trade Institute, where youth were learning important skilled trades like drywall finishing and commercial painting. This training organization, which operates across North America, is so excited to be partnering with SummerWorks that they created their first pre-apprentice program right here in Louisville to give young people an opportunity and a pathway right into a skilled trade, which is a good-paying career path job. Another one of the growing partnerships we're so excited about is the University of Louisville and its Louisville Science Pathways project. That's why we're here today. In this building and in other research facilities around the university, SummerWorks participants from JCPS and other high schools got to work alongside U of L scientists and faculty in STEM fields like civil engineering, microbiology, and others. This is the kind of hands-on experience that you simply can't replicate in the classroom or online. When Dr. Ted Smith connected Kentuckiana Works with this great program a few years ago, all the students worked unpaid. So of course that limited the kind of students who could apply for this unique and powerful program. Once SummerWorks became their partner, we were able to convert all of the positions to paid summer jobs. And we've worked hard with Youth Build Louisville, who's represented here today, and JCPS to diversify the kinds of kids who get these great opportunities. The Jewish Heritage Fund is now helping to support this great work, and I want to give them a special shout out for that support. I also want to thank Dr. Lucrece Kidd, who along with being an endowed chair in cancer research, is also working with the Kentuckiana Works team to grow these opportunities in the future. Thank you very much to everyone who has been involved in making these programs a success and a powerful program for our young people. So next, I want to introduce one of our amazing partners, not just in this SummerWorks program, but in so many things that are happening around the city and that are moving us forward. It is my pleasure to introduce our amazing president of the University of Louisville, Dr. Kim Schatzel.
Back at you, Mayor. I'll tell you that right now. It's just a pleasure to be here. I want to start by thanking people. I always like to be able to do that, and there's so many people to thank. Of course, I want to thank Mayor Greenberg for his ongoing partnership and his support and his vision for the SummerWorks program and how important it is. Michael Critton and the Kentuckiana Works team for their partnership and their support in doing this. Paul and JP Morgan Chase for the sponsorship of the program. And some U of L graduate students, Dana Oakes, as well as Caitlin Shen-Eman for their work with Louisville Science Pathways. And this really emanated from the students themselves to be able to start this program. And of course, Speed School's faculty for everything that they do. SummerWorks is just a tremendous program, and it provides opportunity about giving young people the chance to learn skills, have unique experience, and meet people that they would never have typically met. And we all know if you don't see it, you can't be it. So to be able to have those relationships established with high school students so that they can learn from people that are in fields that they might be interested in, but have the conversation with them is just so, so important. So on behalf of all of the U of L community, I want to applaud Mayor Greenberg and the Kentuckiana Works team for their dedication to the program, and we are just so honored to be a part of it and to have these incredible high school students participate in the Louisville Science Pathways program, as well as the JP Speed School of Engineering. Where's Carlos? So I just met Carlos, who was not part of the Pathways programs within the U of L or the Speed School, but I just met him, and he's going to be a freshman at U of L this fall and participated in SummerWorks as well. So, you know, we've got those connections moving along. Louisville Science Pathways, if I can share about what it is, it allows high school students to work alongside, as the mayor said, science and professors in STEM at the university. They get hands-on experience, and I've seen it doing research right in the laboratories with internationally known faculty members in areas such as neurobiology, anatomy, psychology, computer science, cancer immunology. This year we hosted 18 high school students that was in this program. We also welcomed 8 more students to our Louisville Automation and Robotics Research Institute, or as we fondly call it, Larry, at the Speed School of Engineering. There, they were able to learn more about technology trends with real hands-on learning right next to faculty to be able to see the types of work and devices that they're working on, particularly with robotics and drones. And this is leading-edge research that they're exposed to, with working with researchers that are doing work that is really going to come into application in probably 5 to 10 years. So they're on the cutting edge of much of this work, and it's super exciting to be able to do it. Without SummerWorks, this wouldn't be possible. These students would not have access to these facilities, to the faculty, to the staff, and the opportunities where they could learn more. So I just can't say enough about what it means, and it's great to see them visiting our campuses, meeting our faculty, and interacting with amazing graduate students and undergraduates. And we hope to see a few of these high school students at U of L in the next couple of years and be able to welcome to Card Nation. So I want to thank, again, Mayor Greenberg, as well as the SummerWorks program and the sponsors themselves for this incredible work that's being done, all focused on the youth of our city, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President Schatzel. I mean, this is just another great example of how U of L is really active 24/7, while, of course, it has some focus on the academic calendar, and I know you're gearing up for a fall semester getting ready to start soon. There is so much important activity going on here at the university year-round, and one of those great things here is SummerWorks. So now let's hear from a couple of young leaders that participated in the Louisville Science Pathway program that Dr. Schatzel just talked about. So first, Liz is going to come up and tell us about your experience. Thank you so much for joining us, Liz.
Hi, my name is Liz Bryant, and I would like to thank you all for the opportunity to speak here today. I did my summer internship in Dr. Chad Samuelson's lab. And so his lab explores the neurobiological connections between taste and smell to discern their role in our perception of flavor. And so this summer, I had the opportunity to do 2 major things within his lab. I got to build electrodes and use the confocal microscope. And both of these things really helped to reinforce the ideas of discipline, resilience, and patience, because they were both long processes that had a high chance for error. And even one small error could set the whole process back to the beginning, which could cost potentially hours of time. So I had to be resilient to keep on going and form disciplined processes in order to minimize the chance of error. I attended a few notable LSP seminars during the time in this program. The first was by Dr. Allard, who presented the idea of metacognition, which is thinking about thinking, and how this could be used to improve study retention if paired with effective study habits like self-quizzing intermittently. And as a person really based around efficiency, I found this talk really insightful because it provided a lot of ways to maximize the output of studying while minimizing the time that has to be inputted. Another seminar was done the same day by Dr. Ellis, who presented his Road to Professor. And before this, I guess I had never realized exactly how long it takes to become a full professor, including sub-steps of assistant and associate professors that have to be obtained before becoming a full professor. And so this program overall really just helped to guide the way I think about my future. I'm interested in pursuing something in medicine. At the moment, I'm thinking something in sports medicine, although this is still flexible. And I'm thinking of doing this through either U of L or through Vanderbilt. And in order to prepare myself for this, I want to continue research, shadowing, and volunteering whenever and wherever I can. I couldn't really choose one favorite part that I had about this program, but in general, I really just liked experiencing the work environment of a lab and how you can simultaneously form connections with the other members of your lab, learn new skills, and perform experiments. And so finally, I would like to give a huge thank you to Dr. Samuelson for allowing me the opportunity to work in his lab this summer, as well as the other members of the lab, Caitlin, Blake, and Julia, for making the environment a really enjoyable one to be in. An additional thank you to Dana, Caitlin, SummerWorks, and all the people that worked behind the scenes for allowing me to enter this program. I really feel like it was a wonderful experience, and it helped me to learn a lot, and I think it could help a lot of future students just like me to really immerse themselves in the STEM world. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Liz. I think you're going to have Dr. Schatzel and some others wrangling over our colleagues to the south about recruiting you to be a part of their program. Nashville, I mean, that's right. Nashville's too crowded. You don't want to be down there. No, you don't want to be down there. But congratulations, and so glad you had a positive experience. You're currently at Manual, correct?
Yes.
That's right. So one of our great JCPS high schools. And now next up is Zahib from another one of our great JCPS high schools, my alma mater, Ballard High School. So Zahib, if you'll join us and share a little bit about your experiences as well. Thanks for joining us.
So at LSP, I had a great experience, especially working in Dr. Yan Yu Chen's lab, studying metamaterials. I won't go too awfully deep into it, but by metamaterials, what I mean is just basically just researching and looking at novel methods to producing materials, especially concepts such as topological interlocking and hybrid materials. Just what I mean by that, without getting too much into detail, is basically combining materials by locking them together without use of a glue or a certain or any bonding mechanism. Especially another one was also hybrid materials that looked at basically combining different materials such as plastic and rubber in order for an object to have basically the strength to have the flexibility and being able to stretch like rubber while also being hard like plastic. So stuff like that would be used an alternative to just having a building just made out of wood or steel and such like that. So I worked with Dr. Yan Yu Chen and his master's student Jen Zhang, basically researching these materials and also using mathematical analysis to determine things such as material strength and flexibility, including tensile strength and such. And then I was also able to produce my own materials through computer software such as CAD or 3D modeling, and then I was able to go through the whole process, such as for cleaning and just producing these materials. Another big thing that LSP did for me was seminars. So essentially these seminars, I was able to get a first-hand talk to network and listen to PhD professors and researchers being able to look into their field. So one thing was, I believe it was Professor Dr. Elsa, I think, and his research in blackfin enema, basically just being able to get a first-hand look into that. And then So I was able to look at how he researched it and a lot of methods that he used, such as PCR and blood transfusions and such. And then basically what's really unique about LSP is being a high schooler and still being able to do research. Just because a lot of programs at U of L, such as R25 and such, these programs are only open to university students. And being able to have programs such as LSP for high school students is very helpful, as I'm able to like look into careers and like look into research before actually like making like a dedication to like a certain major in college and such. This will definitely help my future career, as I was able to get like a first-hand look into stuff such as like materials engineering, biological engineering, and such. I would like to give a big thank you to Dana and Caitlin for organizing this, the University of Louisville and SummerWorks, and everyone who essentially allowed this to happen, because I was able to get a really unique experience, and this is definitely an experience that I'll be able to carry with me through college, through like resumes, and already having like needed experience. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Zahib. As you all can see, our future here in Louisville is incredibly bright with young people like Liz and Zahib, and just hearing about their experiences is absolutely wonderful and encouraging. Also want to give a big shout out to the engine of SummerWorks, and that's our partner employers. Without them, there would be no summer job programs. Major companies in town like Kentucky Kingdom, Humana, Norton Healthcare, GE Appliances, Thornton's, UPS, Kroger's, as well as many small businesses and nonprofits have stepped up time and time again to offer opportunities to our community's youth, to give them the opportunity to earn valuable work experience and to earn some money over the summer. Additionally, SummerWorks funders have also been pivotal to making the program impactful, so impactful as it is. Louisville Metro government has, along with the support of Metro Council, has contributed over $6 million to this program since 2011. But it's also received nearly that same amount from private funders. And so I'd like to give a big shout out to some of the largest donors to SummerWorks over the years, including the Diaz Family Foundation, the James Graham Brown Foundation, the Ginkgo Foundation, the Jewish Heritage Fund, Mary Gwynn Wheeler and David Jones Jr., and J.P. Morgan Chase. Thank you all so much. And a particular thanks today to J.P. Morgan Chase, who has been a major contributor to SummerWorks for each of the past 10 seasons. We are particularly grateful for their long-term partnership in making this program such a success. So now I'd like to invite Paul Costell, who leads J.P. Morgan Chase here locally, to share a few words. Paul, thank you.
Thanks, Mayor Greenberg. Michael, next year, I don't want to be last. I don't want to have to follow the two students, because they're always amazing stories. It just gives me chills. And I know President Schatzel is going to be all over both of them afterwards to make sure that they stay in our community and attend the University of Louisville. But on behalf of J.P. Morgan Chase, it's an honor once again to be a part of this event and this initiative to help prepare our young people for the career fields of their future. I'm proud to say, as Mayor Greenberg mentioned, that we've supported the SummerWorks program for the past decade with over $1 million. We do this because J.P. Morgan Chase believes an inclusive economy is a stronger economy. And we know there isn't a silver bullet to get us there, but summer youth employment activities are an important part of the solution, because who doesn't remember, if you had the opportunity, your first summer job? I remember mine, youth counselor at church camp. Tell it to you today. And I think it's so important to give youth the opportunity to have that, so then they can go on and realize their career dreams. So not only do these things help people develop and master important skills, but they explore opportunities, and as we heard earlier, they can earn credentials. But for most, first job, like I said, is set to help them set a pathway for a career in motion. In 2013, our firm saw a national crisis in summer youth employment, and we made an investment then to increase the number of available summer jobs. Since then, nationally, we've helped thousands of young adults in more than 20 U.S. cities benefit from learning and working experiences. As part of our Global Career Readiness Initiative, we relaunched the Summer Youth Employment Program last year with a $20 million 5-year commitment targeting cities like our own. Which brings us to today. We know our work alone isn't enough. As mentioned earlier by Mayor Greenberg, it takes a collaborative effort. And we appreciate Mayor Greenberg's support, President Schatzel UVL's support, Michael Gritton of Kentucky SummerWorks support. We know that together we can work to bridge the gap and ensure Louisville youth are prepared for the future because they are our future. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much to Paul and to all of the supporters that have made this a reality. And finally, I just want to say a thanks to Michael and the entire team at Kentuckiana Works. I might be up here serving as MC today and talking about all of these great things, but it's the team at Kentuckiana Works that truly leads this program every year. And so thank you all so much to everyone who has helped make this project a reality year after year after year. The impact on these individual young people and the positive impact on our entire community cannot be overstated. So thank you all so much for everything that you do all year round, and particularly for the SummerWorks program. And finally, that's right. And finally, we just want to invite anyone, if you want to learn more about SummerWorks, if you want to see the data about what its impact has been, if you want to get information already thinking about next year, or have other ideas for us to consider, or want to become a partner as either an employer, as a supporter, as a donor, or in any other way, please reach out. And you can visit our website at summerworks.org. So again, thanks to everyone from the university, from Kentuckiana Works, and from every other partner that has helped make this program a reality. Thank you all very much, and congratulations to Liz and Zahir.